Well, we're back on the road.
Well,
Kind of.
Not really. We're on the road in a car.
They completed the work this
Yay.
morning for our DRV, which was ahead of what we thought was going to be a schedule. And so now we've got to go to Moride and spend the night at Moride tomorrow night. And in preparation for that, we're trying to, you know us, we like to be prepared.
Well, especially because we're so big.
So we are driving the route from DRV, or JACO, I guess I should say, to Moride, just to see what it looks like and to see if there's anything that we find out of the ordinary.
Like low-hanging trees,
Yep.
narrow roads, sharp corners that we may not be able to make.
So we brought along the GPS from Big Red. Kelly's got it in her lap.
Got it right here.
And we are following the GPS, the RV GPS, to see how it takes us. So far, I don't see any issues. We've got another 12, 15 miles to go here.
Right.
But,
yeah, Middlebury was fine.
Yeah. But this video is going to be all about being flexible while you're full-timing in your RV.
Yes. And it's not always easy.
3, 2, 1, action.
All right, we're headed to JACO. They said it's all done. The fifth wheel's all ready to go. And we're keeping a positive attitude.
Have to.
We have to, right? So we're going to bring you along, and we're praying. We're praying that it's good and we don't have to complain again.
Oh my gosh.
So you're happy with it?
It looks much better.
Oh, good. Thank you, Jesus. So all in all, how do you feel?
I think I've got some work to do.
Yeah, you got a lot of buffing to do, don't you?
I do. But it looks a whole lot better than it did.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it does. All right.
Well,
It's not 10 out of 10.
no, but it's a
but
7.5.
Yeah, it's close. Now we need to wash this and buff it.
Yeah, I've got some work to do, don't I?
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hungry.
Well, I'm making you something.
So it is going on 9:30, and it's time to leave JACO because they got the frame repaired, and hopefully I won't find any other issues on the cosmetics as we go down the road. But we have to go over to Moride today and set up for an overnight at Moride so that they can have our rig first thing tomorrow morning and work on the alignment. And we've been here 2 weeks and it hasn't rained. Well, guess what's happening today?
Today.
It's raining today.
Of course.
So we're going to go through the checklist. We've got to go through the checklist extremely careful because we've been down for over 2 weeks now, and we want to make sure that, and we had almost everything packed into Big Red when we came down here. So we've loaded everything back into the trailer, and we're gonna head on over. It's not very far. It's only about 15 miles or so over to Elkhart and Moride. So we're gonna go over there and set up for the night so that they can have it first thing in the morning. But as I say, we're going to go through our checklist extremely carefully this morning because we don't want to forget anything. Well, we made it to Moride.
We
And
did.
more on the trip over to Moride here in just a second. It's so nice to be back in our own rig, though, isn't it?
Oh, it is, especially our bed.
Guys, I got to tell you, we were in that tiny home, and that mattress was it was so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
Yeah, I woke up with my neck so stiff.
She's walking around like this all day long.
I couldn't look to my left. I mean, I could look, but I couldn't turn my head. That is just miserable, and you know. So when you get spoiled by having a great mattress and you have to sleep on somebody else's bed, you kind of like, oh, here we go. And
Yeah.
it's usually, well, here we go.
Yeah, that bed in that tiny home was not good.
No, and it was tiny. No, it was, ours is a king. It's wonderful.
So you guys know we've had our mattress for over 3.5 years, and we are so impressed with it. When our son got married back in the first part of August, we ordered them a mattress from rvmattress.com as a wedding gift.
Yes.
And just to let you know, rvmattress.com has special mattress sizes for RVs, but they also carry standard mattress sizes as well. And they wanted a king, and so we ordered them a king. And oh my goodness, I got a text from him. They just slept on it for the first time last night. They just moved into their house, and they just slept on their new mattress last night. And he texted me and he said, "Oh my gosh," he says, "we just spent the first night on our new mattress," and he said, "we did not want to get out of bed this morning." He said, "In fact, the dogs were getting up and we're getting ready for work," and he said the dogs are still laying on the bed and they never do that."
So that tells you it's dog approved.
So as you know, rvmattress.com is a sponsor to this channel, and they are a sponsor for this video, and we want to thank them for sponsoring this video.
Brooklyn Bedding is a mattress manufacturer located in Phoenix, Arizona, and they build a variety of mattresses for RVs, trucks, and standard sizes for your home.
We've had our Brooklyn Bedding mattress for over 3.5 years, and it's as comfortable today as it was when we put it in our RV. We have the Aurora Luxe, which has special cooling technology, and it feels cool to the touch. We've never had a mattress this comfortable.
As we said, we ordered a Brooklyn Bedding mattress for our son and his wife for a wedding gift. They were so excited when it came to their house. It came in a box, it was vacuum wrapped, and once he got the plastic off, it ballooned into shape, and they slept on it that night. They've had their new mattress for about a week, and they both say it is so comfortable they don't want to get out of bed in the morning.
Brooklyn Bedding makes mattresses in all sizes. They have a standard king, a standard queen, and a standard twin, but they also make special RV sizes, such as a short queen, a short king, an RV king, and even special RV bunk sizes. Make sure you measure your bed platform before you place your order. RVmattress.com offers a 120-night sleep trial, a limited lifetime warranty, and free shipping.
Since Brooklyn Bedding is a partner with this channel, they are offering a special discount for our community. Go to rvmattress.com/sweettravels and get 30% off your order when you use the code SweetTravels. We want to thank rvmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this channel.
Yeah, they've been a sponsor with our channel for over 3.5 years, and we couldn't be happier with them. We love our mattress. We love our mattress in our truck, and our son is so happy with his new mattress. It's just a great product, guys. You won't be disappointed. It is so comfortable. So as we said, we're at Moride, and this has been interesting. So we got instructions from Moride when we made our appointment. They emailed us and they said, okay, you need to show up. You can park overnight the night before. When you get here, just pull into one of the spots with a 50 amp cord. Have some water in your tanks to get you through the night, and make sure that your waste tanks are empty. I'm not sure why, but maybe they've had people with leaky tanks. I don't know.
But we did that this morning at Jello before we left.
We did. We pulled out a Jello, and they have a dump station, and we emptied our tanks and then came over in the rain. Oh my gosh, it poured.
How many times has it rained since we've been here for 2 weeks? Once.
Yep. Yep.
today.
So we packed up, we pulled the slides in, tried to wipe them all down. You know, you try, for those of you that RV, you know, you try to keep as little water on the slides as you can when you pull them in, so that you don't have a wet floor when you open them back up. So we buttoned everything up, we dumped the tanks, we came over here, and we backed into, I think they have
6.
Do they have 6 sites?
think
6
there's
back-in
6.
sites with 50 amp. So we backed into one of them, and there was another trailer already there in another one. And so we backed in, and we got all the slides out, and we got the jacks out, and we got all set up, and I got the computer set up, and we did this, and we did that, and I hear this little knock at the door. And I opened it up, and it is Sean, the service manager.
Super nice guy.
He is. And he says, how would you feel about staying in one of the bays tonight? And I went, well, we've done that before over at Rolling Retreats, but yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
As long as, as long as you guys are good with it, as long as we can spend the night. And he says, absolutely. He says, we'll just pull you in the bay and back you in, and you could stay the night. He says, you might want some earplugs because the first shift starts at, what did he say, 5 or 5:30? 4:30.
And I said, if I'm not up by 4:30, I'm never going to get out of here by 6. So I need my coffee time.
So we've still got to get up early in the morning, and we've got to pull all the slides in and button everything up and be out of the rig so that they can work on it starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're nice and dry in the shop, in the service bay.
The trains will be muffled a little bit being in here because there's a train that goes through. It's super loud.
That's true. So we just wanted to give you a quick update on where we're at the moment. And give you a little bit of information. But we said at the beginning of this video, this is about being flexible when you're on the road. And you have to, you guys that have been with us for a long, long time, you know our favorite saying is, our plans are made in
Jello.
And why Jello? Because Jello is always
moving. You can,
flexible. So we have discovered over the years that when we RV, we want to be flexible. We want our plans are made in Jello. So we have a lot of friends that have to make reservations.
They do, in like a year in advance.
Yeah.
They have to know everything, which is for them is great.
Yeah.
But for us, I mean, look at us this last year. I mean, there was no way we could have had reservations.
Yeah. So let me give you just a quick synopsis of what happened with this trip. We actually had 6 days to get here. 2,000 miles in 6 days is what I planned out. And we showed up. We actually showed up a day earlier than we had anticipated, and that's good because it gave us a buffer time to kind of get to know the area, see where our tiny home, our rental was going to be in Shipshewana, and where the service center was. So our appointment was on a Monday morning. We got here on a Friday night, and we stayed the weekend at Jayco. Kind of got to know the area a little bit.
Yeah.
And they had originally scheduled us for 2 weeks. Well, they emailed us on Friday and said, your coach is ready and you can come get it whenever you want, but we close at 3. And this was Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get over there before 3. So we said, okay. So we went and looked at it. It had a few cosmetic issues that I kind of wanted them to address. So we went back on Monday and got with them and said, we'd like these taken care of. And they said, okay. And so they took it in and had it for the rest of the week. So we had our tiny home we had scheduled our tiny home rental until Monday. And this was Friday when they brought the rig back out, and it still wasn't quite right.
No.
And this was Friday closing. And they said, okay, well, we'll have to send it over to paint. And I said, okay, what are we talking about? And they said, how much time you got? Again, being flexible.
And he says, well, we're in Jello.
Yeah.
So we're good.
So we negotiated some things, and I said, I've got an appointment at Moride on Wednesday. And then they said, okay, great, go to your appointment on Wednesday, then come back and we'll get you into paint. We'll take care of it. Okay. So again, we're trying to be flexible. Now, if we had had reservations someplace else, during that time because we were scheduled to be out on Monday, then I'm sure we would have had to have paid a reservation fee. Part of that was going to be, I'm sure, not refundable. You know, you just don't know. And between service and weather, things can happen, can't they?
Absolutely. Yes, you just never know. I mean, look what happened with us, you know, in the springtime. And if we had reservations to go
That's
somewhere,
a really good point.
and, you know, after we got our service done in Elk City, we would have been, it would have been messed up.
Yeah.
So it's a lot less stressful for us anyway to not have reservations. And let's face it, you could always get reservations a day or so before.
Hopefully.
So, yeah.
Unless it's a real popular spot. And,
But if you're flexible, it won't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, she makes a really good point. When we discovered that our frame was broken in Oklahoma, that was in April. And we actually had reservations in Utah on our way north.
Oh, that's right.
And so we were going to have to leave and make those reservations. Fortunately, the owners of that RV park are friends of ours, and they were very understanding. And they said, "Not a problem. We'll just make it another time." But, you know, had we not been friends with them, we could have maybe lost some money on that because the RV wasn't movable once they found the cracks in the frame, and so they couldn't get there for another 2 weeks.
Right.
To repair it. And once they showed up and got it repaired, then I had to go down and pick it up, take it to Montana, et cetera, et cetera. But I guess my point here is that we try to be as flexible as we can because you just don't know what's going to happen.
No, you don't.
So if we don't have reservations, how do we travel? Well, we have a schedule. It's not like we don't have a schedule or a plan. We have a schedule that we make. Mm-hmm. And we usually have from point A, we want to get to point, well, I won't even call it B. We want to get to point Z. But in between A and Z, we may have 3 or 4 stops that we want to make. And depending on how well we like the stop, depending on how the weather is, depending on something might happen with the rig, we just don't know. And so we try to be as flexible as we can in between. Now, when you're going to Florida, for example, Thousand Trails Orlando, you need to have reservations to get in there during the winter time. We get that. And we did that a few years back. I made the reservations at TTO, but prior to that, we were very flexible. We just kind of flew by the seat of our pants, if you will. We knew we wanted to go see this, we wanted to go see that, and we just picked up the phone and said, "Hey, we're looking for openings during this area. You know, what have you got available?" So we can do that without making hard and fast reservations.
So really, in a nutshell, be flexible.
Yeah.
Be prepared, because you never know what's going to come at you.
Yeah, so what do we do from here? Well, this kind of fits into our discussion. We had a number of you ask us if we were going to make the National HDT Rally this year in Kansas. And our short answer was no, because we had our appointment here in Elkhart. Well, now it appears that we can still make the National HDT Rally in Hutchinson coming up next week.
I know, it's exciting. I'm excited.
So we're going to be able to see a bunch of you there, I'm sure. But we didn't want this comes back to our being flexible or plans are in Jello, because we didn't know how long it was going to take us here.
Yeah.
We had an idea. I'm glad we didn't make reservations for the rally, because we probably weren't going to make them.
Right.
And we probably would have had to have canceled them. But now things are going a bit better, and so now we're able to make it. So I guess my short answer is we can still make the rally without making the hard and fast reservations, if you will.
Yes.
So we're going to go from here to the National HDT Rally. assuming MORRIDE can get done in a day or two,
Yeah.
we should have plenty of time to get there. And even if we're there late, I'm okay with that, just to kind of hang out with you guys.
Yes.
And then, as we told you before, we're going to leave from Kansas. We're going to go north up to our celebration of life for Fred and Gina. And then we're going to start heading south from there. We're going to go down to our dealer, Rolling Retreats, in Elk City, Oklahoma. And probably, since we're that close, we're going to go down and see our daughter in North Texas. And then we're still not sure what we're doing from there, because we may go down to San Antonio and visit with Gina for a little while, or if she's not going to be there, then we can head over to Mobile and see our friends
Mike and Pam.
Mike and Pam that live in Mobile. We can go over to Tallahassee and see our friend Keith. So we're just trying to be flexible with our whole series of plans this year. We don't even know where we're going to be for Thanksgiving and Christmas at this point, do we?
We don't. No, we don't have a clue.
I've made a few phone calls to see, if Thanksgiving is available with this friend or that friend, and I've gotten a yes. You're very welcome from both of them, and so, it kind of all depends on how the weather is and how the rig is and how things go along the road.
Yes.
So the theme on this video is be flexible when you're RVing, especially when you're full-time RVing. Stuff's going to happen on the road. You just don't know.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Yep.
So just take it one day at a time.
If you're flexible, you're going to enjoy the journey much, much better.
Yes.
So I think we're going to wrap this up sitting in the service bay in Elkhart, Indiana.
It all starts with an idea.
Take those ideas, turn them into reality, make some memories, guys. And just go out and have some fun. Don't be
Yes.
so rigid that you have to be someplace each and every day or each and every date that you have on your calendar. Just be
right.
flexible and have some fun.
Yes, relax and enjoy yourself.
That's right. Enjoy the journey. All right. God bless you all. We'll talk to you next
We
week.
love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.